Hey everyone, how you guys going? Today I want to do something a little ambitious. I want to build 8 houses. So max number of Sims in a household, a house for each. They all have to be different. And I actually came up with this idea to fit into the Sims 4 University into Brightchester because I thought it would be really cute to have tiny homes as student housing. I mean, imagine if that existed in real life. Like when I went to uni, if I'd had my own little tiny home to live in like a set of 8 homes with other students, that would have been like so cool. So I've knocked down one of these houses. I actually think I knocked down the elderberries house. And if you guys have watched a lot of my videos, you might know that the elderberries are kind of my Sims, the Sims family that are my nemesis Sims family. And in terms of tiny homes, obviously we have the tiny home actual function here that you can have 3 kinds of tiny homes, so a small home, tiny home, or a micro home, depending on how many tiles you put in it. I was originally going to go 5 by 5, just so we have a little bit more room to work with. But if you'd like me to do a micro home challenge, please let me know. Oh, actually, I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit 8 of these houses here. We'll only be able to fit 6. Okay, well, maybe we do need to do a micro home challenge just to be able to fit them all on this lot. So this is going to be a more difficult challenge than I had first planned. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 8 definitely fit on here, but we could arrange them like this. So it's like a little tiny university house village and then have a common area in the middle. Yes, this is gonna be so cute. Can you imagine having lived at university or going to uni and living on campus and just living in a micro home? That would be so cool. Whoa, that would be so cool. Okay, and what is the front of the lot? Let's just put a wall piece here just to check if this is the front. Oh no, it's the other side. Well, that's why we like to check which is front facing, because then you get a nice gallery picture too. I guess we'll do like halves to the front door like that, and then maybe this connects to the very front, and then maybe we have a path that goes all the way around like that. I don't know if we'll do the crazy pavers. It was just like the first thing that I picked. And in terms of these, I think we should lift them up off the ground just by 1. Although if we do that, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. Because if we do that, then all of them are going to have a little veranda, and we want them all to look a little bit different. So let's start building, shall we? Okay, I think first up, what I'm gonna do is just start with cubes, and then to make them all look different, we're gonna change the shape of them, the roofing of them, the floor plan of them. And like I said, we have, for these micro homes, we actually have the luxury of going up a level if we want to, which we'll probably have to do with ladders, because I don't think we can actually fit a staircase on here unless we were to wrap it upon itself, which we could, but it's gonna have to take up half of the floor plan, which I'm not really loving that idea, but you know, it's a possibility. So we'll probably use ladders instead. I mean, one of these could be actually single story, or a few of them could be, you know, we could do a very simple mid-century kind of roof line like this on one of them. And this is just going to be a challenge in itself, because we're going to have to fit everything they need in here. So they're going to have something to make food with. They're going to need a bed. And yeah, that's pretty tricky. I'm going to extend the outer edges so that roof line has a bit more character like that. And then maybe this one has a bit of a cutout situation here, so it has its own very little balcony area. Oh, just realized these are not on the shortest wall height. Hold on, that might change what we can actually fit in here in terms of a staircase. Does it fit? It does fit, except it will sit just outside of the building, but it does mean that we could do an L shape. Oh, this is good. This is really good. Let me just pop a couple of staircases in. We're gonna figure out the actual floor plan, how the actual floor plan is gonna work later. For now, we're gonna just make all the exteriors look different. And I think, because I did say I wanted some of them to have consistency, like what they look like. Like, I want them to all look like they're part of the same development, not just like a whole heap of random tiny homes that don't go together. They all have to go together. I mean, if you think about it, it's almost like if you were to buy into an apartment building, all the apartments are individually owned or occupied. However, they all may have different layouts and such. I do like this staircase, but the problem with it is it doesn't have a wall next to it. That's actually just making me think we should go with base game. So at least we have that wall look to it. And I often see some apartments being a lighter color than the next apartment being a darker color. So you get to pick like a light or a darker. So I like that idea too. We could do something like that. This is a bit of a weird one, but we could do like a bathroom behind it. No, actually, that's not going to work, is it? So we've got two with an L shape and then two that are kind of more like a straight shape. And then we've got a single story one here. I don't know how many single stories we're going to want to do. They can be tricky. I'm going to make you a single story too. We'll do two single stories, but man, it's going to be so hard to fit what we need in them. They're probably going to be my least favorite to do, but that's like a nice look. Maybe a couple of them can have ladders in them. Also, I can't see a thing right now, so let's get some lights in so we can actually see. Don't worry, I'll fix up these down lights later. A couple of them can have ladder access. So you can be a ladder access and you can be a ladder access. So we have two ladders, two single story, two L shape, a light and a dark, and two straight staircase shape, a light and a dark. It'd also be fun to put in some skylights too. Let's flip you around. We have a pitched roof for you. I think we could do a cheeky little skylight version on this one. So let's double up this, copy over this one. Bring in that side. Gonna cut a hole in the roof. So we just create a division here in the flooring like that. And then obviously these downlights won't really work for us if they're hovering in the middle of nowhere. We'll move those across and then we just bring this piece across and put a piece of glass on it. It's just pushing into this roof line accidentally. And then we can add some framing around it too. The thick framing is kind of fun because it does look cartoony, which I think just gives the houses character. But I think given the size of the houses, because they are tiny homes, we'll just go with this square roof trim, which I think is really lovely too. Do we want to go with like black timber or white windows? Maybe we'll try with the white to begin with, but we haven't figured out our color palette yet. Also, I don't like how the glass is gaping over here, so I might also bring that in, add some flooring just to the outside. Yeah, like I want it flat, I don't want it risen up. And then I'm just gonna copy this roof piece over. Just pop it. Wait, why isn't this working? Oh, because there's no flooring on either side. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes life easier because all I have to do is just bring this piece over, no flooring underneath, and just pull it back like that. So we have a little bit of glass here. You know what? I just realized all of the under roofing was messed up, so I'm just replacing it all in again, and we'll just mirror it so it's the same on each side. We're gonna be spending most of our time just making the skylights on these little houses probably. Actually, I don't know. I feel like this idea kind of seems like it might be easy, but once we actually start getting into it, it's gonna take probably a while to finish it. I don't know. We'll see how we go. I'll just grab this little one. Okay, and now we're ready to add in our glass portion just here. I might actually just pop that one like that and change it to glass. And we can make it and just lower it so it tucks beneath this roofing if we want to, or lift it up this way. You just kind of fiddle around with it to get the look that you want. But then once you add in the trim, it can look really cool. And this is what it looks like from underneath. So if we don't want that middle dividing piece, I guess we can just do, maybe we can do a pitched roof piece instead. Yeah, because then that just means it won't have a wall built underneath it. So it looks like this instead, which looks nice. Okay, one skylight done. Oh, the other roofs to go. Well, now I definitely feel like we need to have a skylight over on this one. So let's definitely do that. You can have a skylight right there. I don't know if we want to have these as actual usable balconies or just as interesting planters that are detailed on here. Maybe we just, well, we can see how we go. Maybe to begin with, we can set them up as planters and make it just really pretty and green. I mean, maybe to add a little bit of interest to the homes, we could get some other wall detailing. Like, I love these green things. Thought maybe it could look like it was holding up the roof, but it's not really working for us. Unless we lifted them. I don't think we can lift them. Well, actually, if we built flooring around this roof, you know, like, would it touch it? Not quite. What if we merged them with, ooh, that could look cool. If we merged them with some battens. So let's say we just place these vertical battens like that, that will enter, oh no, we put them on the wrong way. If we put them on this side, they should intersect the roof, or at least look like it. Yeah. And then if we place these in between them, you can give the illusion of the greenery growing between the battens. So it's like a different, it just has a different look to it than just using one piece or the other how it's intended. Like, I think that looks pretty cool. Then they can have these garden pieces, the front of their houses. Be so cool. And then it also allows us to bring out our roof line a bit and create more of an entrance like that. And also gives us a little bit of height on the other side, which looks cooler too. And you know, we could use these taller ones to add more detailing as well and like create a fence essentially around this, or even use them to create privacy in front of windows too. Also, what should we put in the middle here? I was thinking of putting like a nice tree or something, or even a barbecue and picnic table. Yeah, something like that. Just like really simple. And it needs some kind of cover or awning over it. Maybe something like this. Oh, and then front doors. Where are our doors on these places going to go? And what kind of doors? I do like the tiny living doors with the kind of squares on the front, but these eco lifestyle ones actually look more like a front door, which is nice. This one's 2 tiles, so it's going to take up too much room in our houses, as well as this one. Glass, not great for privacy, especially for students, I feel like. Well, then again, in The Sims, it doesn't really matter anyway. But if it were real life, I'd want the students to be, you know, safe. Or maybe the tiny living one, because it's just got a little bit of glass, but not like, hey, peep into my house kind of thing. Oh, and it's got 2-tone wood option as well, which could work with both of our wood tones, which is kind of cool. Well, I'll just pop in some of these doors. So one there, one there. Yeah, you don't need a back door. One over there. And I just hope these floor plans are gonna work out and that we don't have to move any doors. Cool. So they've all got a front door now. Brilliant. Oh, and then roof design. I do like the idea of some bright colors because I feel like youth and universities, they do like their bright colors. Whoops. Like the green is cool. Oh, even the terracotta kind of, I guess that's a bit more mainstream. Maybe we could try for the green. It's just hard because then it means we're more restricted with what we can do for the exterior colors. But we could just go with like neutral bricks or something. I feel like this side of this building needs some privacy too. Yeah, that looks good. And you've got a balcony here, so you're going to need some of these details around it potentially. I do think this one should be a balcony. Maybe we bring out this a little bit, some added fence detail. This is starting to look pretty cool. I'm having a lot of fun with these vertical lines. It's making everything look like it all fits together perfectly, which I really appreciate. I think also trims are going to make a big difference too. So make sure to put some of those on as well. Just get some like clean modern looking ones. Oh, bummer, there's not one there. Might also do a back piece on here so we can add a bit of garden detail as well. Whoa, didn't mean to draw it all the way out. There we go. Get these short pieces there. Delete those walls. Lovely. And I would love to like cut into these and create some more irregular shapes, but I just don't feel like we just don't have a whole lot of room to be playing around with it. I mean, we can a little bit on the 2-story ones potentially, or there's also the chance that we might need to fill them in again. But let's just see. This could be a cute window nook area just there. Little garden area. If it was a bigger house, it would make a nice patio area. How are we going to roof you? We could definitely have something like that. And actually, we could do the same kind of roof that I did over here, where it's just a pretty low, regular pitched roof on top of a platform. That actually looks quite nice, especially when you add the trim to it. This is the cutest little setup. And we could add another one to this house, bring it in a bit, prop it up a bit, add some trim to there. Maybe this one can just have a plain grass roof. And for this 2-story one, I'm gonna add in some extra detailing here as either a little balcony or a cutout again. Oh, I made those too long, my bad. I don't really want them sticking up through the roof to the 2nd story, yeah, but maybe not through the roof line. I almost feel like it needs to pop out over the door so it creates a shade. But if we do it that way, I don't love it because then it breaks the uniform scale and shape of all the micro homes that we've just built. So why don't we just put like a simple canopy over it instead, like with some fairy lights. I think I want something that looks less cafe-like and more, honestly, even this base game one sized down could be nice, just over the doorway. Just really simple. That's cute with the yellow on it, actually. Perhaps we introduce a few of these around the place. Actually, I think it's technically more gold than yellow. Is that yellow or gold? I don't know. Maybe it's, you know what? It can be whatever you want it to be. They all have their awnings over their doorways, unless it's like built to have an awning with a roof line. Okay. I mean, this actually does technically go outside of where we wanted it to go. So maybe I will just pop these back here. Well, that looks so cool when these are doubled up just by putting them on different sides of a wall and then deleting the wall. That actually is a really cool feature. Okay, I've got one last roof line to do over here, and I also just realized our 2 skylights are on the same side. And it might just be nice to either have skylights somewhere else as well. But my problem is with this one is that the roof line might look a little weird if we try and put a skylight in here. So maybe we should just leave it as it is. Okay, I think this is pretty good in terms of just creating different looking exteriors. Now we have to figure out what the heck we're gonna do with floor plans and windows. And I mean, on the exterior, what did we get in Discover University in terms of bricks and exterior wallpapers? The Foxberry stone. I mean, this is a pretty nice stone. It looks really expensive though, and I feel like these should be more affordable living. This looks really expensive too. Maybe we won't go with Discovery University. What about high school years stuff? Honestly, just base game bricks are kind of nice too. These brownie bricks. Ooh, all these high school years bricks. High school years is kind of like Discover University. It does look very busy though. Maybe we could merge some of these bricks with another kind of wallpaper. Actually, one of my favorite kind of bricks at the moment is surprisingly from Life and Death. These lightish bricks. Oh, actually, I think I was thinking of businesses and hobbies bricks. Yeah, I love these too. Whatever we choose, I think it should be an apricot light brick. Okay, I just realized I accidentally muted myself for picking all of these colors, but I've basically gone with these 3 colors. This brick is from Businesses and Hobbies, this white concrete layer from Life and Death, and then this hand-painted olive green from Base Game. It's just a color palette I haven't really done before, and I think it looks pretty cool and interesting. It's a little bit mid-century, but I think what's really going to pull it all together are the windows, whether we go with timber windows or white windows. That's going to look really nice. But before we can do the windows, we're going to have to figure out our floor plans inside. And this is a really tough part. This is probably the hardest part, I think. I think building it has been fun because we haven't really thought at all about the floor plan and how it's all going to work, how we're going to fit everything in. So this is, the challenging part. One thing with university housing is that you aren't supposed to have like any outdoor cooking or stoves or anything like that. And I had placed a grill and I was planning on doing little kitchenettes and stuff. So we can either make this a residential university house where you can just move in and live here and have like a family of 8 Sims, or if we go with the regular university housing, it says not to have any stoves or anything like that. I did forget about that little tidbit. I thought it didn't matter, but it might. But it means micro homes won't be as difficult. You know, if we don't have to have kitchenettes and stuff, we could have mini bar fridges. Although in terms of the location, because you probably want to place it on this lot, I'm guessing, you would have to travel to Darby's Den or Larry's Lagoon to go to the food court type of thing. Whereas this is more the area for like residential housing. Maybe we should just do kitchenettes and bathrooms. Okay, so let's start with the floor plan, all right? Where do we begin? Well, I guess we start at the start. Let's just go to this micro home. So if we went with existing Discover University items, these are the types of beds we have, or we don't necessarily have to go with that. I do like these uni desk chairs and this board and this display here, which I always thought looked way more juvenile than university level. And of course I love the little bar fridges or the mini fridges. Oh, I totally forgot about these chests. Oh, and then also the Great Things dresser. I think the Dream Home Decorator has nicer like bed covers. Let's say we have a bed here, then we could have a bathroom here. You can go in that corner. We'd have a little bedside table, which ideally there would be a bit more storage in the bedside table because, you know, there's not a whole lot of storage in here if it was real life. Even just somewhere to put your books. We could do a kitchenette set up here, or maybe just over here. Although one of these will need to be a mini bar fridge. Well, this one's a fancy bar fridge. Maybe we should put a juice keg out here too. Yeah, I'll pop a blender in this one. They like to blend up some stuff. And this is going to be or have a bit of an orange theme. Oh, we'll put some shelves on the other side. Yeah, cute. That's a little kitchenette. And then the desk area can just sit over here. I'm not sure if we can really fit a chair in with a desk facing this way. We might need to do a single tile desk because yeah, I don't think they're really gonna, then it's just not really gonna work with a desk that big, at least in this micro home. This is also so big, I'm gonna size it down. I swear this is the cutest lamp. I love it so much. I'll make it white to keep it just simple and a bit more grown up. And then they do need a wardrobe as well. And it would be nice to add a bookshelf, but we can get around that with a stack of books. So we can put some books on front of the fridge so they can utilize that. Do we want to include laptops or just let them purchase those on their own? Maybe I'll just leave that blank so they can have space to put their belongings. And yeah, this is gonna be hard to fit in somewhere to put clothes. I mean, the most compact dressers are probably tiny living. And I mean, technically you could just put this next to the bed instead, or maybe this one. And that does have fun colors in it and it actually reflects the color on the outside of this place too. Put some shoes under there for fun. And then in here, what kind of tiles do we want to work with? For this room, because it's got a bit of an orange theme, I really like the Home Chef Hustle tiles. And I think they'd pair really nicely with the white tile because the grout kind of looks white. And then for some reason, I love the tiny living toilet. I don't know why, I just do. We'll pop you in there. And then they just need a shower and a basin. That's always a solid Dream Home Decorator basin, can't go wrong. And then this could just be an open shower room, or we could have an enclosed shower, but I actually think it's gonna be a bit tricky to get into. And there's also just the university shower head too. But I actually think the Love Struck one's nicer. And then I guess we can just put the glass pane here to separate it a bit. It is pretty tight though, but it does make the space look a little more realistic. And then we'll pop you there. And I suppose it would be rude not to have just a couple of clutter pieces to warm up the room. I'll put a little soapy thing on the side here and a toothbrush holder. Okay, now windows. Let's see what we want to do. The Love Struck window is quite nice because it's a pretty small, compact window, but does let in lots of light. Something like that here and here because it's got some privacy. You don't have to have a window in the bathroom, and also in the kitchen, we could do like the kitchen. Actually, this window could be good in the bathroom high up. Also, there's these privacy battens here, just for a little bit of daylight or if you need to let some airflow in. And then we'll use the other one right there, which is perfect. That's a really cute little tiny home. That's obviously a problem, and this is obviously a problem. Oh, and then wall color, something bright, nice, refreshing. I'm thinking like blue walls. Oh, or actually, this is kind of like the exterior green, but a bit lighter. I might put that in another version of these rooms. Because remember, they were all going to look kind of cohesive, but impeccable plaster. Which blue? Whoa, these blues are all, they're very similar. Let's go with this one. Yeah, and then we can do the same tiles over here. Oh, and curtains. Well, I want some curtains that look, you know, kind of nice and open. This isn't going to give us enough color options for all of the rooms we design. These are pulled all the way down and I don't want to fully cover up our tiny windows. So I'd go shears or a nice blind. The problem with shears is they do cut into the bed a bit and they do seem quite fancy for uni accommodation. Maybe just these blinds. Oh, but then we don't have a version that's a single version. So I think I'm gonna have to go for my first pet stuff, these blinds, because at least you get a decent array of colors to use and several different sizes to use too. Okay, I think that's our first one done. I've deliberately left space for whatever student to come in and make it their own. I think we're just missing one lamp over here. I'm just gonna use this little glowing one from Love Struck, although that's not a great study lamp. This one from Tiny Living is quite cute, even though it kind of intersects the desk a bit. It is a nice lamp and it comes in a lot of fun colors. So let's go with that one. Okay. Oh, and I didn't put anything on the shelves here. They should probably have something on the shelves. I think I'm just gonna go to kitchen clutter because the kitchen clutter kit is so good for filling up shelves because you can just get a couple of these, change up what's inside them. You can stack them if you want to, although that actually technically doesn't stack so well, although we can reduce it. The same thing with the jars, and this is so much nicer than the existing uni living. I actually lived in a little student living zone kind of like this, but I shared it with another girl. It was the tiniest space. We actually had a wall between the beds that you could open and close. It was just so small, but it was fun. Okay, next one. This is a 2-story one and it's got a darker interior style. Actually, maybe we'll go across to this one because I've already put a bit of feature paint in there. So I guess first up, where do we want to put the bed? Because the bed actually won't fit upstairs because it is such a tight space up there. Actually, you know what? I think that diagonal wall could be impossible to get around. So I'm actually thinking we're gonna have to just go like this. Yeah, because I do think it's nice having the bedroom upstairs. We can have these on the balcony. Make this one purple. And we want to get some dark woods in here too. Let's give you a little bit of a different lamp. Or should they all be the same? I can mix it up a bit. Have a couple of feature walls that match the exterior. And for a bathroom, I'm seeing a good spot here for a toilet, but it's not going to give us enough space for the rest of the bathroom items. So perhaps the bathroom should just go in this little nook here. I do like this area as a study zone. Again, that's not the best light to use the Tiny Living light to the rescue. We could have a window in that nook. Very nice. What color do we want to have in the bathroom? Well, the green could match the other green pieces in here, or we just do the white flooring with maybe a green feature wall. Need a darker door in this area too. Do we have rose gold available for all of these? No, but we could go black fixtures in this one to change it up a bit again. This is a bit awkward. Or we could put the door there. No, that doesn't work. I mean, if we keep this square orientation of the bathroom, I actually think they can get around here. But then it'd probably make more sense for the shower to be over on that side instead of walking straight into the shower. Maybe you'd organize it that way. I mean, in real life, this would be a little bit bizarre. Otherwise, we can angle the corner of this to fit it all in more easily. But I don't love that the door is going to squish against that handrail. So I reckon this will be fine. Or we can put the glass that way, but that's also kind of weird. But yeah, you'd think it'd be easier having more space in the bathroom, but it's kind of at the same time not. We can do the bricks on this wall. Oh, but then we can't. If we put the door over there, then we're going to struggle to get our kitchen stuff in. So we actually do want to have the toilet over on this side. Okay, so let's do it this way. Let's have the shower here and the toilet over on this side. Did we want to do bricks? No. No. Okay, then we got to figure out the kitchen design. I like this one because it's got the dark wood on it and also the darker colors, teaming with the theme of this apartment. Can probably go with a warmer, darker wood there. And what appliance do you want to have in here? We've got many options. Oh, rice cooker. I do like the idea of a rice cooker. I love rice cooker. It just makes rice taste so much better somehow. Actually, that can sit on top of this. I forgot about that. Is the electric oven going to cancel out, our stove option? Yeah. Well, when in doubt, just get a coffee machine. Perfect. Maybe we'll get it in gold. This one's got more gold features in this living area, and maybe less practical kitchen things in this one, and they've got more decorative objects. And this is where they can put their coffee stuff. I also feel like they need a plant in here of some kind and a window on this tall wall here. We could maybe fit in a double height window. How does that look? I think that looks it looks kind of decent, but then it does overlap here, unfortunately. We could cover that up though with a hedge or a tree, so you can't really notice it. Also, I don't get why we can't have any waste disposal. Oh, you can. It doesn't have a problem if you put it in, whereas if you put it in a stove, it has an issue with that. Well, that's good, because I was going to say that's kind of weird that we can't have any bins around. We should also get a mailbox too. Oh, this one actually goes with the color of our building really well. Although I know not a whole heap of you guys will have that pack probably. So I'll just go with this one to be safe. Or maybe this one. Yeah, we'll get rid of this light here and just have a mailbox. Oh, I just realized an issue with our skylight. It actually tips into the bathroom area. So I'm just gonna bring that across like that. Actually, we'll need to bring the flooring across first and then pop that on there. This window is a bit tricky to put a blind on. So maybe we don't have a window there. Although it would look nice from the front. Okay, I will put these curtains just there. Tight squeeze, but we'll fit it in. We'll squeeze it in. You know what? You might actually get a mirror in here. How good is that? Bonus mirror for you. Ooh, we could do something with the pegboard over here. Get a cute plant and maybe we'll get a drink bottle here. Ooh, and a nice candle. Donut candle. Yeah, so this one gets to feel a little bit more lived in, I think. And personalized, I suppose, because there's that bit of extra space to work with. Okay, so 2 out of 8, which is pretty, you know what? This isn't as hard as I thought it would be. The beginner ones are the easiest though. So is this the other? Oh no, this is a 2-story one. All right, with a ladder. So this might have extra space. Well, let's do this bathroom shape because this is a good shape to work with. I also added a third timber color. So we have 3, like there's a really light wood, a mid wood and a dark wood just to mix it up even more. This one can have a slightly different mirror. Maybe this room can have a double bed. I remember one girl at uni had a double bedroom and I was like, wow, you were so rich. I was like, you're basically a princess compared to me. Yeah, double bed could fit up here. They can get out that side. That's good. You could even have a proper wardrobe over here. Whoa, this one's luxury. This is luxury. Are you kidding me? Oh, I want to use the one with the flower pattern on it. I love the flower pattern on this one because it's got the yellow flowers in it, and I think that'll be really cute. And I think they'll be able to get around there. We could even have a bookshelf bedside table if we can find the right one. I mean, these could be cute. You can just squish them in. A little bit too wide. Or even this with a lamp in the nook. So this part could be the bedside lamp nook. And they even have room for a few clutter items in here too. If anything wants to fit on the shelf, that is. You can get a camera in there. Okay. Oh, this is fun. This is from the new music kit. I actually haven't looked at this yet. You know, many people probably have that pack. Probably more likely to have this pack, or even just dream home decorator pieces. I like how this rug actually ties into this picture with the colors. Speaking of colors, what color do we want to do for this house? I actually think we could do the soft blue again, but we could do this slightly different shade. Okay, and then downstairs we need to do a kitchenette and a study area. Oh, they could have a full-size desk in here. Oh my goodness. They could even have a little dining nook. They should have a tea maker. Let's do tea maker in this one. And I might do the blender again because Honestly, the blender is so handy for making your Sims meals with. Would we rather a dining nook or a little couch to sit on? Because we probably could squeeze in a dining nook like that. Although that will have more chairs with a desk chair, you know what I mean? So maybe we're better off having a couch or something because it'll be less dining chair looking. But then this looks kind of sad. Like, what is this couch looking at? It's just like a random couch. The other thing is I think we probably need to move this door over a smidge because it was walking into where our desk was. If we can put a tiny, teeny weeny little table in front of this couch, I think it'll just make it look more like a cozy space. Yeah, like this and a rug under it, maybe a plant. You know what? I think that'll look really nice. That rug's actually really cute. This is from high school years. Oh yeah, I wanted to do the floral wallpaper for fun too in this one because it matches and I love a little cheeky matching moment. I mean, how cute. And in terms of windows, I think one fits there nicely. I think one fits here nicely, even though you're kind of looking at your neighbor, that's okay. You know, you can live with that. Could put another window here for extra light. I guess just sit this above it. Does look slightly strange though. Or just not have a curtain on that window for the purpose of this being The Sims. I would love to have one of the cascading plants coming down the side here. It doesn't want to sit there by itself. That's okay. I will lift you up and place you there. And there is one mirror that does sit up really high above these. I think it's the Royal, no, not the Royal Reflections. Which one was it? It was from Tiny Living. Oh, it almost does. It falls a little short. But yeah, this Tiny Living mirror does sit really high up on the wall. I suppose it doesn't matter because the Sims technically won't really use that one. That's such a pretty bedroom. Maybe I'll just do the yellow couch down here. I think that just looks better. We can have a couple of windows behind the couch here as well. Any skill building objects I might just leave out because I feel like that'll be easier to add when you're playing in here. It might be more annoying to have to move all the stuff. And also because when friends move in or students move in, they always want a bit of space to place things from memory. So that might just give them their space. We'll put something smart on the wall. There we go. This is something academic. And you can have blue tiles in this room and you can be gold. It's funny, I really want windows in all the bathrooms for adequate ventilation. And you can have the marble toothbrush holder because this is the expensive one because it's got more space. Whoa! We've done 3. Only 5 to go. Oh no, it's still called Pepper's Pub. Let's call it, I mean, it's olive colored, it's green. Micro student homes? That seems fine. I also put a sign out the front here. Moving on to our first light colored one. I did say that they were all going to be different. We could try a bathroom upstairs for this house. Ooh, but then it's a little short. I do like this exterior piece as well. It's very nice. But I think we need to actually expand this. So, I mean, maybe we do a T shape, which is a little different. But that's the point. We're making them all look a little different. So you still get this nice corner detail out here. To even it up, I might just place another lot of these battens to wrap around. Just creates more dimension, I think. So then we would actually have room for the shower in here. Maybe in this house, they actually have a built-in shower. That would be nice. We have a sink on the other side. And the bathroom is upstairs, so that's cool. I love that this matches it because it's mint green and the walls are mint green. Oh, it's perfection. I love it when my colors match perfectly. I have to say, I'm really enjoying this build. Like, I thought it would become kind of a grueling process doing 8 micro homes in one go, but it's actually kind of fun. Like, it's kind of like doing a puzzle, making them all fit in their own way. Oh, that looks nice. And I'm so curious to hear which micro home is your favorite, or which one would you live in? Oh, and we even have room for this tiny shelf here too. Beautiful. Okay, so bathroom's there. I guess what else would you put up here? Like the study area, which means you'd have the bed and kitchenette downstairs. Oh, this could be a double bed situation. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze. Actually, this is a really annoying floor plan because I don't want to block this section off because that's a good little nook to use. The other thing is using bunk beds, but I don't know about a bunk bed at the uni campus housing. I mean, some of these houses already have ladders in them, so I don't know. It might be a bit too whimsical. If we just move the door here, and then we place this decorative object in line with that, that makes it look a bit nicer. Also got a soccer ball down here. This allows us to place the bed across there, which is good. If we do the study nook upstairs, we could possibly put the kitchen stuff just here. So this one's becoming very different compared to the others. Oh, I wonder if we could pop this just here. There's not quite enough space. If we size it down, actually it still looks kind of legit if we size it down. And if we turn this, instead of having a blender, we could turn this into a tea maker. It's like a cute little tea area. And then we could get a mug too to just, you know, finish it off. And we still need a wardrobe, so we could place a wardrobe in this section here. But we could do a whole bookcase in the corner. And then this can actually be our wardrobe, this side table. But then I think we should move this window to the side so it doesn't like intersect. Can make it look like a double height window if we want. Probably need some university flags up as well. I just feel as though we need to have a bowl of fruit in here too. Does anyone else feel that way sometimes? Need a little bit of fruit. I love fruit. My mum recently discovered that I really like fruit, and so she's been bringing fruit salad to family events, and it's so good. It's the best. And it's so random because I was never that into it, but now I'm just really into fruit. Oh, this looks really, this is a sweet one. This is the pastel one, I think. Just wondering if I should leave this area blank or fill it up with clutter. I think I'll leave it blank. I can't remember what they pack. Okay, and then up here will be our study zone. So very, very different setup in this house compared to the others. So far, that is. Want the desk that way or this way? Maybe this way. Ooh, we could do a double window there. That's cool. Although it's a lot with this down here. Or do we just not have a window on this side? Actually, I think this feature wall comes in a soft green. Can put a flag up. Here we go. Oh, this would look so pretty with some sheer curtains. We have to do the sheer curtains just here. Just because of the lighting. Are you kidding me? That's gorgeous. I think there's 2 windows stacked to actually make this building look really cool as well. I do really like this one just because it's got such a different floor plan. It has quite a different vibe to it. Oh my gosh, we might even be able to fit in a tall plant. Oh my gosh, that's really exciting. And the only thing we're missing, I was gonna say it's a bookshelf, but we have a bookshelf, so that's that one done. Oh no, soon we'll finish them all. Although we're only halfway. I better speed through these or else this video is gonna go forever. Okay, for this one, this is a bit of a different floor plan. Maybe we do just like a solo kitchen downstairs. This bathroom's really tricky because there's not really enough room for the shower. I mean, of course you can have a shower before the toilet, but that's a bit strange. I mean, you could technically probably sneak around the sink to get to the shower. I mean, potentially you could. I can see that the bedroom needs to be upstairs. Just like, how do we get this bathroom to work? Although we could put the shower here and you just walk to the basin there. Or alternatively, toilet there. Oh, we go like that. We go like this. I think that's it. Just put the toilet to the side a bit. That sits here, and then they can go do from both of those. That will work. I'm pretty confident that will work. I think I'll actually turn this into our teal house. Actually, the teal and the blush color looks kind of cool. Definitely an unexpected match. It's quite pretty. Oh, I haven't even put a microwave in any of these houses. I don't know why I've been so against a microwave, but let's put a microwave in this one. A little snack box. I want this at my desk. I want to pack my lunch to eat at home each day. But that's probably a lot of effort for not a lot of, when it's not really needed, hey. Not exactly worth it. I've just realized I'm really into the color teal at the moment. Oh, that's a perfect blush color. The exact same as the wall. Okay, so little kitchenette. We've got bathroom in there. Then we pop upstairs. Well, this can actually be kind of luxurious because we've already completed everything we need to other than a wardrobe. Oh my gosh, so we could have a big proper wardrobe. That's divine. What a luxury. I mean, we could probably even do a double bed up here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we can. Oh my gosh, look at that matching color. Okay, no longer are we having a wardrobe. This is your wardrobe. Kind of windowless up here. Actually, it definitely is windowless. So let's have some nice windows in the bedroom. Oh my gosh, they could have a triple window. Are you kidding me? Now that is luxurious. I think we'll go with the double window though, but that's pretty nice bedroom up here. Bit of a different one again, that teal one. Now this is our other ladder one, and I think we should have a desk upstairs, just because again, it's a little bit different. I don't like this desk though. I mean, I actually love that desk. That's one of my favorites, but just not for this house. Maybe this just has a humble little fridge up here. And I don't think we're gonna fit a double bed in here at all, because we need to build in a bathroom, which I think is just gonna have to go in this corner. We could go with bright red and pastel blue. Such a nice color combo that you don't really initially think of putting together, but it is usually really nice together. But then where does the bed go? It could go here because you can still get to the door. Just in terms of changing up the floor plan so it's different to our other micro homes. Or we can of course move this door. Actually, you know what? I think we can fit a kitchen down here still. It's a miracle. Okay, we can. And I love this spotted kettle. It's pretty cute. I think that came with early purchase of, or if you purchased Adventure Awaits before a certain date. And I thought I really want that kettle. You know what? Maybe you should have a microwave as well. I just feel like we don't have enough microwaves in this housing unit. And you know what I'm gonna treat you to in this house? A chair. What a luxury. Not that one though. Wow. Now that is pretty crazy. Luxury, I tell you. Ooh, the curved shelf. Yes. Wait, I'm so confused. I feel like we have so much space in here because I feel like we even have room for maybe an art easel to show that there's room for a hobby space in this house as well. Yeah, let's totally turn this into a bit of a studio up here. But now I also feel like I've forgotten something. Maybe I have. I've been working on this build for so long now. It's beginning to become harder. I need to put in an art studio. Ah, thank you. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna put a digital tablet in here as well. Oh my God, we could even fit a keyboard in here potentially. What the heck? We have, oh, no, that's gonna be in the way. I don't wanna take the chance because I feel like it will be. But yeah, this sim up here, luxurious living. Got their own studio. That other one might be one of the best houses. I'm gonna put the bedroom up here for this one and have it as more of a neutral option, like not too personalized. This one kind of looks zen. Looks like a nice cozy one to move into. Oh, this shower's a little bit easier than the last one to put together. Okay, so what else is left? I just have to put in the kitchen. And then after this one, we only have one more left. I think I'll put an extra bench piece on this one because I like the idea of piling all of these Tupperwares up again over here. Oh, I love that the mug can sit on top of it as well. Oh, and then we have bonus area right here for a bookshelf. Let's put a bookshelf in right here. Oh my gosh, only one more to go. It was fun about an hour ago, but now it's like, okay, I want to get this finished. I think these skateboards are one of the coolest items in the game. I use them so often for decor. Gorgeous. Nice simple one, that one, very neutral. And then our last one is this box over here, single story with just a toilet in it. Or should we do something crazy for this one and do like the L-shaped bathroom again? Wait, I don't know how they get into I don't know how they get into this bathroom. Okay, where can we put this bed? The bed probably go here. They can probably get in and out of it, or like that. And then they could have a wardrobe here, just like that. And then their desk, they could have a desk here. Well, that's a fun color. Again, it's a little bit teal. I might change the bed to blue and do this kind of a rug. Okay, and then we can have our fridge here, aka our little kitchenette. Oh, we can maybe just fit a bench piece next to it. Okay, we're in. Okay, and then we can have these shelves here with a few things on them. Cookie jar for sure. I need the tiniest little table to put next to this bed. This is probably the tiniest of all, this little side table. They can still get past to this area where they have their bookshelf, their pile of books they can read from, and also their dresser here. And then we could put another stack of shelves above our desk here for some extra study storage, which is not in any of the other micro homes. So this one does get that. You know, each one has its own perk. Yay! Okay, so that's the last one. Oh my gosh, you guys, we finished it! Yay! Wow, it actually looks really, really cool. It's like a little village. I really like it. We should move some students into here. Oh, unfortunately, I have to go through enrollment to move a sim in, so we'll just have to tour it without sims. But I do want to see what it's like. And actually, it also means we get the nice lighting as well. So here we go. This is a modern micro home or micro student housing where each student can have, instead of just their own room, they can have their own micro home to look after and live in. And I guess they look kind of environmentally friendly. So that's pretty cool. This would actually be so cool if it existed in real life. I wonder if it does. Okay, so I did put up a little sign here that says micro student housing. And if we go down here, it's quite nice. Let's go into this house first. Oh, actually, I was thinking maybe changing the crazy pavers to just the brown. Yeah, I think that looks a lot nicer. It just blends in a little bit better, you know what I mean? Okay, so the first house on our left. Also, this might have been our first house. I can't remember now. But isn't this cute? It's just like a little blue and orange house. It's got a nice skylight there. We've got a kitchenette. It's so light and bright and cozy. And then their bathroom has the bright coral tiles and a toothbrush holder. So that was our first single story one. If we wander down towards their neighbor, oh, I actually replaced the picnic table with a table tennis table because you're technically not allowed to have a barbecue, and I just felt like this made more sense. We have some planters and also a juice keg. This is a 2-story house. Let's go inside, and it has darker floorboards. So this is our teal one, which we did towards the end, right? So a very different vibe to the first one. Study nook here, then the little kitchenette section right here. And they also have their blush hat and scarf holder. And then their bathroom's pretty white, but then it's grounded with those teal walls right here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the Sims will get past. But yeah, a bit of a different floor plan, this one. This is when we were struggling to mix them up more. But upstairs we have a beautiful compact bedroom. Not too compact though, because we got a double bed in here. So that's the perk of this one. Double bed, pretty nice. The next one is also 2-story. They have a bike out the front. And which one is this going to be? This is our mid-tone one, and it's got light green walls. This is also one of our later ones as well. A nice kitchen. They've got a pretty big and generous bookshelf right there. And then in here, got our little bathroom. Very nice. And then upstairs, whee! This is the really neutral looking one. And I actually really love the colors in here, just the neutral tones, the greens. They also get a plant and a shelf here to put some belongings. And they also get a skylight up here. Oh, I've just got to adjust those lights. But yeah, they got this beautiful skylight, which really does make quite a difference. So this could be one of my favorites. I also like the exterior of this one. It's very cute. And then across from them, right here on backing onto the canal just there. Love this two-tone door. We come into the soft blue and coral one, which actually has a ladder, and it's our lighter color tone. So this is very light, pastel, very pretty. Just next to the bed, we have a bathroom in here with bright coral tiles. That's quite interesting with the light pale blue. And then we repeat that color theme throughout the whole place. So there's pops of red. If we go up the ladder, there was so much room up here because it had a ladder, I guess, even though we had to make the upper floor a lot smaller. But they've got a whole art studio up here. How pretty is that? They can look at the other student micro homes and lots of natural light too. But before I forget, I will just extend this brick up here. And I also wanted to move these lights out so they're not in the way of that skylight. Then their neighbor is in this other single story micro home, which we just completed. So this is our last one we did. This is the blue one. Very small living. You can tell I started getting a bit sloppy here because I was tired. So I'll fix that. But they have a very little kitchenette, the bed, they've got their study nook area. Bonus, they get some shelves above their study nook, which is nice. And then just around the corner here is their wardrobe. And this is probably the wackiest bathroom floor plan, just kind of popping it in the middle of this single story area as this weird shape, but it all works pretty well in here. Like, that's a pretty nice bathroom. And then we make our way across here. Wow, that actually looks really lush and green and pretty. To the soccer ball house. Which one is this? Our bright green, I'm gonna call this the matcha house. So this one's really quite different because the kitchen backs onto the staircase, which we don't see in any of the others. Has the light wood, it's got lots of pastel colors, a pastel flag. I'm actually not sure which flag this one is. Maybe one of you guys can let me know in the comments. And I also like the posters on the wall, the bookshelf over here, the matcha blinds. And then we can go upstairs. And what's interesting about this one is its bathroom is upstairs and it's just got a study nook up here too. So this is quite a nice floor plan as well. So your study space is separate from the rest of the house. It has the double stacked windows again, which I really like. And then we have our little bathroom, which is also an interesting one because this is the T shape too, with the matcha shower. I quite like this one as well. Having to make them all different has been good because it's made us more creative with our floor plans. All right, so here's the next one. I think is our second last one. Oh yes, so this is the sunshine / floral wallpaper one. This one's very nice because it has a couch in it actually. It's got the kitchenette in the corner, a little coffee table, a big desk. Okay, maybe I would take this one just for that big desk and the couch. And then it's got this gorgeous bathroom with the floral wallpaper as well and the toilet brush, which does indicate that this one is the big one. It's got a ladder, so it has room for a double bed. Oh my goodness. A big bookshelf on the side. I like how the lamp's just next to the bed there in the little nook. And then the matching wardrobe. Maybe I'd have to take this one because this one's really cute and I like the colors in it. Okay, let me just check. We've been through all of them except this one is our last one. Hope I didn't miss any. It's kind of hard to keep track of. And this is our green and purple one. This might have been the second one we did. So it's got the dark flooring and black features in this one. So if you're into your darker color schemes, you might like this. It's got some deep purple, lovely kitchen area. And I love this study nook with the bag next to it, the pride flag on the wall or macrame flag. And then in here we have the bathroom. Very nice, very schmick Rick in here. Very good. And if we go upstairs, lovely double height windows there. And then we have this lovely room space where there's the mirror, single bed, but it looks really cozy with that pegboard from the Cozy Gamer kit. And yeah, I like this. I like how the curtain matches the wall color really nicely. And it's such a fun green color. I love that green. So let me know, which one would you live in if you had the choice? And are you going to use this in your gameplay? You're going to download it? I need to also save this to the gallery. So if you do want to download it, I'm going to call it Micro Student Homes. 8 bed, 8 bath. I'll say 8 micro student homes for university. Enjoy. And you can search for the hashtag Deligracy or my username is Deligracy. And let me know how they go. As always, thank you to my amazing members for all of your support. and most of all for all of you guys being here today. On Monday, I am meant to be getting my new curtains, so we won't have to have a sheet anymore, which I cannot wait for. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully the next video will have curtains, that means. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any other build ideas. And of course, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I can't wait to speak to you all soon. Ta-ta!